Number one, I think this was a consensus before all the drama off the field, and it was Jalen Carter. I think we've heard this be compared to weak draft classes in the past. And I think that's partly why you see a defensive tackle that high. It's kind of similar situation. You saw Ndamukong Suh go to us in the past. But Jalen Carter is that type of talent, and I don't think that should be forgotten. I get all this stuff off the field, but if I'm just giving you pound for pound on the field, I think Jalen Carter can rank up there with the number one. As a matter of fact, he was once upon a time ranked up there ahead of Will Anderson. Number two, again, pound for pound, like just being like a finished product out of this draft class, Bijan Robinson is a hitter. Without a doubt in my mind, I think Bijan Robinson will continue to produce at the NFL level.
He's probably the most pro-ready player. Neil said that today. Like, he's the guy that you would just put in an offense and he'd be able to do shit in the NFL.
Exactly. And that's exactly how I look at him, too. I think Bijan Robinson can come into the league and he's going to do great things, just off rip. I think you look at just the NFL, just in recent history, you look at the receiver position, you look at the running back position. No other positions outside of that. Maybe we've seen some tackles now here lately, but hit the ground running at the NFL level. I think we saw it with Amon-Ra St. Brown. We've seen plenty of other running backs in the past, too. Beyond that, obviously moving to the edge territory with Will Anderson. I know I've spoken things that I've heard from other coaches, but again, I need to see it. I need to see him not be the guy that he was at Alabama, because I think even with 10 sacks still in an off season, you tell me 10 sacks is a bad year? That still sounds like a pretty fucking solid prospect, if you ask me. Character issues, obviously, we're talking about pound for pound on the field, but I think his character issues continue to help him develop his game at the pro level, too. So Williams is my number 3 off the board. This one, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with. I don't care. I feel safer with C.J. Stroud than I do with Bryce Young. I get all the accolades along with Bryce Young. I agree that Bryce Young's a better, just gamer at the game of football, beyond just passing or throwing the football. Like, when I need to run to make a play, when I need to throw a shovel pass to my running back to make the play, that I view Bryce Young in that territory. But at the NFL level, I don't know how long that size is going to sustain that level of success. And I think we see the NFL level, a lot of bigger quarterbacks more successful than smaller quarterbacks for that reason. So with that being said, I have a bigger quarterback with arguably the more accurate arm, and C.J. Stroud as my number 4 pound-for-pound prospect. I think he's a guy that can fit multiple NFL offenses based off his athletic traits and his ability to throw the football. Again, people may disagree with it. This is my big board, not yours. Make yours and send it to me. Maybe we'll post it up. We've got dry stuff to talk about this week. Yeah. Send it in. Peter Skoronski is my number 5 prospect. OL, and more specifically as a guard. I think he'll be elite as a guard position at the NFL level. I did watch some tape on him last night, and more specifically, I was looking for Aiden Hutchinson versus Paris Johnson. Couldn't find it, but guess what I did find in the process? Aiden Hutchinson versus Peter Skoronski. Yeah. And Peter Skoronski won some. They're all holds, I will say that. But he got his own. He held his own, and I think at the guard spot, he's obviously going to be elite. Do I think that's worthy of taking the top 10? No. Not unless you have plans of eventually playing him at the tackle position. I don't think you take a guard top 10.